morning, everyone. Welcome back. Thought we'd start our video today out in the apartment garden. Came out this morning to a little something interesting. I don't know if you can see him or not, but we have a ton of bees. So I think that maybe, can you see him? I think that maybe the queen bee might be trying to build something there. We'll have to check that out. I don't mind bees at all. I love bees because they pollinate our gardens. This is a little much for me. If I had a beehive, that would work out perfectly. But I do not have a beehive because I do live in an apartment complex and they would not allow that for sure. Yeah, there's a lot of them. And they said that my husband came out and checked it out and he could see them going clear up to like the 3rd floor. But yeah, there's a whole bunch of them. And then, as you can see, I am hardening off some of my tomato and pepper plants. Some of my tomato plants, for some reason, I don't know yet, but they don't look too hot. So I may have to start over on those. And if they don't pull through, then I guess I'll have to go the transplant and get some at a greenhouse. My pepper plants are looking really great though, and the Dollar Tree garden tier is looking great. Yesterday I tried some lettuce from it and that was really good, and then I tried arugula. I have never, that I know of, ate arugula. I probably have, but just didn't know it at the time. But man, it was really good, and then it got really hot, like spicy, and I was like, whew. So yeah, you only need a little bit of arugula. But I'm also dehydrating. Hello, Mr. B. I'm also dehydrating in the dehydrator right now. I harvested some thyme yesterday from the apartment garden, and I harvested some parsley because it was getting pretty full and I wanted to continue growing, so I harvested some of that. And then a friend of mine at work, co-worker, gave me an abundance of onions, so I'm dehydrating that as well. They've been dehydrating now for 24 hours. The parsley and the thyme were done way before that, but the onions take a little longer because they have a lot of juice. But they're dehydrating right now, so maybe towards the end of the video I could show you what that looks like. But let's go ahead and look at the things that are growing in the apartment garden. But we have our thyme looking really good and healthy. And then we have a volunteer plant here. I don't know what that is, so I'm just going to let it go. But that's looking really good. And then our green bunchen onions. And we have a beautiful little sage. Kohlrabi's looking good. We have zinnias planted here. Got a couple of those popping out. Got some little greens coming up. And then our basil that we planted, I think got a little touched by the cold the other night, but I think it'll be okay. But they're looking good. And here's the other tier that I had already previously planted, and then hardening stuff as well. We also planted this week our cucumbers by seed, and of course those are not popping up yet because I just planted them like maybe 3 or 4 days ago. But yeah, so that's what's going on at the apartment garden. Oh, and our marigolds are looking beautiful. We got another one popping up here and another one in the back. So we're going to go ahead and head over to the allotment garden. Now at the allotment garden, checking on the herbs here. But right here you can see that the garlic is coming up very nicely. And the parsley has made a comeback from whatever got a hold of it. The oregano looks like it hasn't popped up yet. Neither has the basil or the dill. The chives are doing very well. And cilantro we just planted. I'm not expecting that. Basil, rosemary, and sage has not popped up, but the thyme is looking really nice. So we got a couple of those there. And Carmen is jumping on the trampoline. Say hi, everyone. She's having a good time over here. She's been saying this week, and it's so cute, is she'll see my videos and she'll say, remember, share, share, share. So it's so cute. So she's going to continue playing while we go over and check on the other things in the big garden. Like my brother and my sister-in-law are planning on putting some petunias in. They're looking really pretty. Look at these beautiful flowers. Love petunias. So we're going to head on over here. Looks like they've been doing some yard work. Well, the peas are looking good. They're finally getting tall enough to start climbing. This one here is right up at the trellis now. And they'll climb all the way up, and then they'll go into here and on up. This one naturally started doing its own thing. We have a few of them actually that are tall enough that's connecting to the trellis, which is a good thing. That's what we want to see. I don't see any. Well, yeah, actually I do. The green beans, we have some sprouts. So that's good. Okay. We also have some cucumbers coming up. A couple of zucchini baby sprouts. I don't know if you'll be able to see that or not. So that's exciting. That means that that's doing very well. Come over here and check what else is going on. Yeah, my onions didn't do too well. I don't know if it's because of the clay ground. More than likely it is. I see maybe a few. Strawberries. Haven't showed much germination in the strawberries. But this ground is pretty rocky. We tried to get out as much as we could. I'm seeing there may be a few that might be able to survive it. Like I said, this is kind of like a trial and error. I've never grown in this area. So we're trying to give it the best possible chance we can. Trying to see here if there's any corn popping up yet. A little early in the game, so I don't think we will. But it's coming along. Got my keys down here. But yeah, I'm excited to see that the peas are doing well and they're starting to climb the trellis, and I'm seeing the sprouts that I planted last week of the green beans and the cucumbers. So, yeah, it's exciting to see new growth in the garden. Close up the little gate that we made here. But, yeah, looking good. So we decided to come over to a friend of ours' garden. They are the Yellowwood Farm. They have a garden exchange here, so we decided to drop off some seeds at the community garden, where everyone shows seeds and plants and things like that. But they put little things out like this here that people may want, and then they have the seed compartment here where you can drop off your seeds for other people, which we just donated some. And then underneath they have like a little cabinet that you can put books in for people to borrow and put back. It's really nice to be able to do that during the summer. Here we come and exchange different plants and things like that. But yeah, so we made a visit here to drop that stuff off, and of course, you know, like it says on here, everyone is welcome. But yeah, there's wind chimes, there's signs of all kinds of stuff, any kind of buckets that you may need or that someone else doesn't need. They put egg cartons out here, just all kinds of neat little things. So we wanted to stop by and give the garden exchange some love, and hopefully somebody in the community can use the seeds that we had abundance of. So if you guys, I don't know if in your community you have a garden exchange, plant library, sometimes they're called. But if you don't, maybe that's something that you could discuss with the local farms in your area. Carmen's standing here enjoying this beautiful weather. I think we are going to head to the park today and maybe do some foraging, see what's going on over there. But back to the garden exchange, if you don't have one in your area, maybe you could talk to a local farmer about getting one set up, because our community, that's something that just everyone appreciates. It's a way to support one another, support other gardeners. It's free, and it's one of those leave what you need and, or what is it, take what you need and leave what you want, or something like that. I don't know, but it's really nice because like if you, I know seeds are really hard to come by right now, so that's a good opportunity for people to see if there's any kind of seeds there that you may have wanted and not been able to order. Also, like I said, like, you know, you may be growing one certain type of tomato, for example, but then at the plant exchange there's one that you've never tried that you could exchange and put one of yours there and take that one and give it a try, and then you know if you like it or not. Our community is really big on community things. Like there's also excuse me blessing boxes all around, where it's another thing is take what you need and leave what you don't, where people will fill them up with food, non-perishable food items. I'm sorry, excuse me again. Throat dry, maybe have to get some water here. But, and people, you know, are able to go over there, and if they're a little down on their luck or they need something to get by until payday, they can go over there and there's food in the boxes usually at all times. and then they can drop off things that they don't need for others. So it's just really nice to have that community aspect in the area that we're in. So I really appreciate you all joining us today on our little mini garden tours and going to visit the Garden Exchange with us and spending time with us today. And if you will, please like and subscribe. Hit the notification bell. I'm losing my voice. Hit the notification bell so that you can get all of our content. And again, we are so appreciative that you guys joined us. We're so glad to have you here and to share our lives with you. If there's anything that you'd like to share, or like my tomato plants, I don't know what happened with them. If you know what may have happened to them, please share. We're not out of luck yet. We do have some that are still growing, and we're just going to keep positive and keep on moving. So thank you again, and remember, share, share, share. Have a great day.